So in the beginning of the film, we see Alvara, her mom and sister, leaving their house and going to another kingdom. Alvara was very happy because she liked the poetry written by the prince of that kingdom, and she also dreams of marrying him. Soon they reach another kingdom and meet an old man whom Alvara's mom was going to marry. This man also had a daughter, Agnes, who was much more beautiful than Alvara and her sister. Everyone seemed happy with this marriage, but the happiness did not last long. 2 days later, Agnes's dad gets a heart attack and dies. Hearing the news of his death, many people reach Agnes's house who had to take money from Agnes's dad. The truth was that Alvara's mother also did not have any money. She asked for a few months' time from these creditors, and after their departure, she herself went into shock because she had been cheated. She was also worried that now she had grown old, and now she could not trap any rich man in the trap of her beauty. Alvara felt pity on her mother's condition, and she told her mother that you should not worry. I will marry Prince Julian of this place. She was not beautiful, nor did many people like her. In such a situation, her liking the prince could only be a miracle. Here Agnes was also very upset with her life. She sits in front of her father's dead body and prays to her mother to fix all these things. Well, some days pass. The royal minister brings a royal message, which was from the king of the kingdom, in which it was being told that Prince Julian has reached marriageable age. To find a girl for him, a ceremony will be held in the kingdom after 4 months from today. Alvara, who already wanted to marry Julian, gets her name registered with the house. Alvara's mother wanted to make Alvara look perfect at any cost. That is why she takes Alvara to a plastic surgeon. She was going to get her plastic surgery done to make her beautiful. She did not have much money for the surgery, but Alvara's mother was very sure that Alvara would get married to Julian. That is why she tells the surgeon that she will give him his money right after the ceremony. The surgeon tells Alvara's mother that he will do surgery on Alvara's eyes, nose, teeth. First of all, he climbs on Alvara in a very painful and strange way and does surgery on her. He pulls out her braces with a very big tool. Alvara had just got over this pain when she came for her second session, where the doctor was going to do a surgery on her nose, and he was going to cut her nose from the middle. By shortening the bone, they made her nose thin from the sides and put a strange iron mask on her nose, along with beauty. Alvara's royal training was also important. That is why she is taken to a school. In this school, we see that famous Sophia comes and tells everyone that she and her companions will teach them manners of walking, talking, getting up and sitting, and also ball dance. But even after so much hard work, all the girls will not be able to go to that ceremony. Only 16 selected girls will be given a chance to move forward, and they will go to that ceremony. Soon their practice is started. Days go by, and every day Miss Sophie sees Agnes, Alvara's stepsister. She was good at it, and she already knew many manners. That is why Miss Sophie, seeing this, brings Agnes to the front and makes Alvara stand in the last row. Now Agnes and Alvara come home, and Agnes requests Alvara's mother that now we should do my dad's funeral. We need to bury his body because his body has started rotting. Alvara's mother tells her that I do not have enough money to do the funeral. I want to spend my remaining money on my daughter. Hearing this, Alvara understands that her mother has a lot of expectations from her. Finally, their 40 days training is also completed, and today the day comes when Miss Sophie and her friend had to announce the names of the 16 girls who were finally selected to go to that ceremony. When Alvara sees the list, she is shocked to see that Agnes's name was at the top of the list and Alvara's name was at the bottom. Now the next training of these 16 girls is started. When these girls were being taught Polish, Alvara was not able to do it as well as Agnes was doing. That's why she pushes Alvara behind. And here Miss Sophie. She also tells her that you have not been selected here on your strength. Your mother had paid money to get you selected. Hearing this, Alvara becomes more sad because she did not have that quality that anyone would like. At home, Alvera's mother calls a designer for Alvera so that the best suits can be made for her. But here, it is seen that Alvera is very fat because she used to eat a lot. The next day, we see that Miss Sophie Salaki was meeting 16 girls. Here also, Agnes takes the first position. When she meets Alvera and talks to her, Sophie feels pity for her and helps her. To make her healthy body slim, she gives her a secret thing. Now we come to know what was inside it. When Alvera shows it to her sister, there was a tapeworm egg inside it. She tells that Miss Sophie has told me that if I eat this, then after eating this, whatever I eat, my weight will remain low and I will soon become slim. And once I get married to Prince Julian, I will kill the tapeworm inside me by taking this antidote. Alvera's sister had an idea of its disadvantages somewhere. She also forbids Alvera from eating it, but Alvera had to marry Prince Julian at any cost, so she eats this egg without thinking. Meanwhile, Prince Julian comes to hunt with his friends, seeing whom. She starts going with the dream of living with the prince. When they are on their way home, Alvera sees that Agnes, her stepsister, is with their servant. She gets angry and tells this to her mother. Alvera's mother punishes her for this mistake by beating her and by making her a servant in her own house, and also tells her to stay confined at home. Alvera was very happy with this decision of her mother because she knew that her biggest competitor is her sister Agnes. Now 3 months pass in the story. Finally, this mask is removed from Alvera's nose, and it is shown that her nose has taken a very beautiful shape. Alvera was preparing to go to that ceremony with full enthusiasm while Agnes was working like a servant in the house. She even milks her cow herself. Seeing her such condition, Alvera was feeling happy from within. Then, after the nose surgery is completed, Alvera's mother takes her to the plastic surgeon again. The doctor applies artificial lashes to her eyes with the help of threads and needles, due to which her eyes remain bandaged for many days. Alvera's condition started getting worse. She was feeling very weak and was feeling more hungry than necessary. She asks for a lot of food from Agnes, and Agnes keeps giving her food despite his mother's refusal. On the other hand, in school, Miss Sophie now gives Agnes' place to Alvera, because after so many surgeries, Alvera also started looking beautiful like Agnes. At night, we see that when Agnes was secretly bringing food for Alvera, she started doing her hair, and while doing her hair, a lot of her hair started falling out, which made Alvera very upset. Now, as soon as Alvera's mom gets to know that Alvera has become the opening dancer of the ball dance, she gets a very beautiful dress made for her, which was much better than the dress made by her earlier. In the same time, Agnes also comes to them, with whom all these people together treat her very badly because these people were jealous of Agnes. Agnes had natural beauty. When the designer was making Alvera wear the dress, he also got to know that Alvera's hair is falling, so he also makes a wig for Alvera, with which this ugliness of hers can also be hidden. Here, Agnes had also decided that she will definitely go to the ball dance, so she takes out her mom's ball dance gown. As soon as Alvera sees her gown, she becomes jealous and tears it off. Agnes was completely shattered as soon as her gown was torn. She takes her gown and goes to her father's rotting body and starts crying because she had no other option to escape from this prison. Seeing her crying, her real mother's soul appears in the light. She takes pity on her condition and gives her magical shoes and tells her the same conditions as Cinderella's. She says that she should wear these and go to the wall dance. But there was a small change in the story that Agnes's mother had also put a condition for her to hide her face. Agnes becomes very happy with this. When she leaves from here, we see that the insects from her father's corpse fix her dress by weaving them back together. Finally, the night that everyone was waiting for arrives. Alvera opens the ball dance, and everyone present here is mesmerized by Alvera's beauty, without knowing that all this beauty was artificial. When Prince Julian arrives here, he leaves all the other girls and chooses Alvara as his ball dance partner, and the dance begins. Now, because of Alvara, all the rich people present here were giving a lot of attention to Alvara's mother. Alvara was very happy. Everything was going perfectly because it was happening as she had thought. In a short while, a girl wearing a mask and a beautiful blue gown arrives here, around whom there was such a magical atmosphere that everyone present in the gathering was attracted towards her. And despite not wanting to, Prince left Alvara and went to that girl. Julian now starts dancing with the masked girl, and as soon as Prince leans over Agnes while dancing, Agnes's mask also comes off, and Alvara recognizes him as Agnes. Agnes knew that Alvara will create some trouble for her now. That is why she leaves everything and starts running out of here. Prince runs after her to stop her, but she does not stop, and just like in the story of Cinderella, one of her shoes is left on the stairs, which the king picks up and comes back inside his palace and announces that this shoe will be worn by all the girls of the kingdom, and the one who gets the complete shoe will become the princess of this place. Alvara comes home in anger. She knew that the girl is Agnes, and she will have the other shoe. That is why, as soon as she comes, she attacks Agnes and beats him badly. She takes the shoe off his feet. She wanted to make this shoe hers, but as soon as she wears this shoe, she realizes that the size of the shoe is too small for her. She tries hard to fit it. Still, this shoe does not fit her feet. But Alvara, unaware and in passion, decides to cut her foot to fit in the shoe completely. She takes a big knife and hits her foot hard, due to which all her fingers get cut. She has to bear a lot of pain, due to which she also faints. Seeing her condition, her mother and sister come there, and her sister feels very sad for Alvara that how much effort she made just to marry the prince, how many troubles she faced. When she was unconscious, her sister told her mother that this time Alvara had cut the wrong foot. The shoe that the prince had was of the other foot. Hearing this, Alvara's greedy mother decides to cut her other foot in her unconscious state, and taking the same knife, cuts all the fingers of her other foot as well. Seeing this, Alvara's sister is shocked. She was left in a state of shock. Alvara was now lying in pain. 2 days passed, and her eyes opened with an announcement in which it was being told that Prince Julian himself was coming towards their house to check those shoes. Alvara, who was in pain, somehow gets up and tries to leave from there, but she was unable to walk, so she crawled out. Now she had to go down the stairs. When she tries to crawl down, she falls down the stairs with a thud and gets badly injured. Her face was upside down, and with her upside-down face, she sees that Agnes was standing wearing the same gown, which she herself had torn from Agnes. Due to this, Prince Julian comes to know that the girl who danced that day was Agus Heath. He decides to marry her and starts taking her away from there. Seeing this, Alvara starts crying a lot, and tried so hard, but still, she could not get the prince. Seeing her condition, her sister comes here, who was feeling very sorry for her. She quickly makes Alvara drink the antidote which Miss Sophie had given her to kill the tapeworm inside her. As soon as she drinks this antidote, she vomits, due to which the tapeworm starts coming out from inside her. Her sister pulls out the entire tapeworm, and Alvara's condition becomes worse than before. To save themselves, both the sisters leave their mother and run away from here so that they can live their future life easily and do not do more wrong things like Alvara by getting influenced by their greedy mother. The story ends here by showing them going away from that palace.